Hi folks, Dr. Bob. I get a lot of people come into my store and they're always asking me, I've got cancer, and I've said for many, many years, everybody either has cancer or they know somebody with cancer, and it's been that way for how long? Probably at least 20, 30 years now. When I was growing up, it was still kind of on the rare side, but I grew up in the 1960s. It's very common, and I wrote a book called The Cure in the Mirror, Nature's Protocol for Surviving Cancer. So many of my, I discovered, I looked online, YouTube has taken down so many of my videos. If you mention the C word in the title or you do anything, they take it down. They know a lot more about natural health than apparently I do, and I think anybody else. So where do you start? Well, you start with a parasite cleanse, and what I call a parasite cleanse. You're going to clear everything out of the digestive tract, all the bacteria, viruses, yeast, mold, and fungus, and parasites, and same with the blood. You're going to kill all the silver, you do that with silver, but you're going to take out all the bacteria, viruses, yeast, mold, and fungus, and clear the blood. So you stop eating, you got to fast. You have to at least fast for like half a day, but you really want to fast for like a day or two, or preferably 3 days. And I have a whole protocol. You're going to take liquid angstrom bismuth. Okay, bismuth, that's what they put in Pepto-Bismol, and that's going to kill all the bacteria in your digestive tract. You are going to take my parasite killer blend. That's really about 11 different types of powders that are all meant to kill things, viruses, bacteria, yeast, mold, fungus. I won't go through the whole list right now, but you do that. You take liquid angstrom silver. You take that, you hold that under your tongue. It goes into the body through the sublingual duct and gets into the body. It's the way I recommend you take all your minerals. And this is the most effective way to get minerals in the body, in my opinion. And so you take that, and then again, you got to have clear blood for that. So you got to stop eating. You got to have a clear digestive tract. So you got to stop eating, and that will take care of all that. Then I recommend something called Dissolve. The name of the product is Dissolve Bioactive Silicate. This will remove any kind of nanobacteria. I don't want to get into that right now, but that accumulates in your arteries and can look like plaque, but it's nanobacteria that accumulates. And then biofilm, and it creates kind of a slippery surface so that kind of can't hang in there and go away. So I also recommend you, when you're starting, you should take chaga mushroom, make a tea out of it, especially the kind I have. Everybody, you never want to eat a raw mushroom, according to Paul Stamets, and I agree with that. He's kind of the guru of mushrooms. He really knows, and he says every mushroom should be cooked. I agree with that. But you take this stuff. My chaga comes out of the Adirondack Mountains in New York, and they cut it off the trees, and it grows back after a couple of years, so it's sustainable. But chaga, probably the most powerful anti-cancer mushroom in the world. There's others. Reishi is good, and there could be others as well. But I recommend chaga. Make a tea out of it and just drink that. It has no taste. It's kind of nice. And so that's how it starts, and then just keep drinking water. And you want to create this environment within the body that cancer can't live in. And it's really a protocol for any disease, not just cancer. I have specific things you want to do after that. You do the parasite killer blends, but we start there and kill everything in the digestive tract. And if you really got cancer, this is not going to happen overnight. It's going to take a while. You've probably got a very polluted and toxic, environment within your body that has been become conducive for all disease, including the emperor of all disease, cancer. So that was what my book, The Cure in the Mirror, Nature's Protocol for Surviving Cancer, is all about. I spent about half of that book denouncing the medical establishment and why they don't have the answers to any chronic disease, or infectious for that matter, and why you want to go with the natural approach and not take the chances with the medical establishment. It's always your decision. It's up to you, and always will be. But this is what I would do. People say, what would you do with cancer? This is what I would do. I would do what I just said. Start with the parasite killer protocol. There's lots of other things. Change your protein source to spirulina and chlorella. Move to a raw food diet. There's a lot of things. It's all in there, but that's how you start, with the parasite cleanse of bacteria, yeast, mold, fungus, and parasites for the body. And that's how we begin the journey to get rid of all diseases, including the emperor himself, itself, cancer. So, Dr. Bob, we'll see you next time. I just want to remind you to buy my books. I've got 8 books on natural health, one on cancer, one on silver, one on water, some other ones. I've been writing books now, believe it or not, 25 years. And go to Amazon.com or Audible. I've got them all on Audible, or go to BobMcCauleyBooks.com. But buy my books, please, and review them.